Hello, welcome to the review. Ryan Reynolds has certainly made a name for himself. He's definitely one of the most active workers in Hollywood, and it's not hard to see why. He's definitely found a certain niche that people love. I can admit I do too when it's done well. Other times, it just feels like he's doing his Deadpool character in other movies. And it's actually because of that some of his movies I don't see, because I know what I'm gonna get and I've seen it all before. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just don't want to exhaust myself and end up not wanting to see anything he does, if that makes sense. But there are certain movies that aren't Deadpool where he does exactly what he's done for the last 15 plus years, and it surprisingly works well. And one of those movies we're going to talk about today. This is Free Guy. The movie opens with a narration from Reynolds, who plays Guy, explaining his world and who the Sunglass people are. Not hard to tell right away, these are the players.
You're so hot.
Oh, I know.
I love that the first person we see is played by Channing Tatum, and this is not the last time we see him, and it's amazing.
I've lived here in Free City my whole life. I've got a best friend, I've got a goldfish, and I work at the bank.
So we see what the daily life of an NPC is like, and the opening here is honestly what made me like Reynolds in this role.
Jeez, that's good. It's like losing my virginity, but in my mouth.
When he says things that would normally sound sarcastic coming from him, it's just that he's genuinely naive, and it works surprisingly well for him. We then meet Guy's best friend, Buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy!
Sorry, I genuinely couldn't help it. So Buddy is the security guard the bank Guy works for, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Buddy is my favorite part of this movie. Whenever he is on screen, he is fantastic. Whether he's being funny or serious, he works so freaking well. Yet, sometimes when he yells, I can't help but hear him channeling his inner Kevin Hart.
God! Oh my God, God!
Admit it, you hear it. Guy tells Buddy during a robbery about how he's lonely and is waiting to find the perfect girl.
Let me guess. The one with the offbeat sense of humor and the obsession with feel-good diva pop. Yes, that's her.
And I love how this scene plays out because they just talk like this while the bank's being robbed. It makes me wonder how many experience points you actually get for this mission because everyone just gives up right away. It almost seems like you don't have to do anything, so it can't be worth much.
What have you got?
Proof of a secret level. That's what you're looking for, right?
We're then introduced to Millie, who's meeting with someone because she's looking for a secret level that's in a stash house somewhere in the game.
I've got a map, shows the location of his stash house. Don't know how you'll get in, but if you do, clip 56 might interest you.
She then walks down the street, illustrating she's played the game long enough to know what people are going to say.
Ray, has anyone seen my hat?
But Guy surprises her by saying he loves the song she's singing, genuinely surprising her.
Day, have a great day.
Love that song.
That's a new one.
Buddy tries to tell him she's out of his league because she's wearing sunglasses, but Guy says screw it and follows her anyway, getting a train run on him. Literally. Short movie. We find out the actual person playing as Millie is in a current lawsuit against the publisher of the game.
I have a lawsuit against the publisher, and the evidence that I need is in the games. And I had my codes.
I wish we weren't closing so I could hear more about this.
Yeah, I know that was meant to be a joke, but if someone who worked at a coffee shop was that much of a dick, I'd have their apron over my mantle. Who the hell do you think you are, lady? Also, does Millie not have Wi-Fi at home? Guy wakes up and he looks out his blinds apparently every day, and you find out why later, but now you just think it's what he's programmed to do in the game. He goes to order coffee like normal, but changes up his order, causing everyone to freak out.
Actually, I think I'd like to try a cappuccino today.
Excuse me?
I'd like to try a cappuccino. Well, hey, somebody's about to get shot.
Jesus! Millie walks by the bank as it's getting robbed, and Guy decides to get a pair of sunglasses of his own.
Hi!
What'd you say? What is wrong with this?
Stupid mission. I told you to smoke his ass.
I love that the robber is controlled by little girls cussing. That's just funny for some reason.
He's just resting.
In pieces! That man is dead!
He's so sleepy.
He puts on the glasses and see what I see every time I mix mushrooms with Xanax. He gets the attention of two tech supports, Keys and Mauser. What is this, the Matrix? Those names are stupid. They try to kill Guy so they can ban him from the game, thinking he's a hacker who stole the skin of an NPC, leading to a chase scene that's actually a lot of fun. It's fun because Guy's learning more about what he can do, and so are we. It's not as fun when someone who knows the world and just explains it to us. No, we want to see what this world can do, and having us learn with Guy makes it all the more interesting. But he dies anyway.
I'm never gonna die!
Doesn't make sense. What? I just checked the server stats. We killed Blue Shirt, and the number of players online didn't change.
Mauser tries to tell Keys that it was just a glitch, but Keys wants to tell their boss, Antoine. Mauser tells him not to, and I swear I hate these names.
You should not talk to Antoine.
I just think it's important to be transparent, okay?
No, Antoine is deep in the sequel launch. He's either not going to care, or he's going to get pissed, and then he's going to blame us. So I don't know what you haven't figured out about the whole situation. Also, aren't you some kind of MIT genius indie game designer? What are you doing down here dealing with complaints?
Also, that is a lazy-ass way to tell us Keys' backstory. If they were friends, he would have already known all this, instead of just bringing it up for our benefit. That was weak. A better way to do it is literally in the next scene when we see Millie and Keys used to be partners on a game of their own called Life Itself, where they actually created artificial intelligence, and a game wouldn't have players, you just watch the characters interact and learn and grow. But they got bought out by Antoine, and Millie is suing him because she thinks he used their game to make Free City.
All right, you're living in the past. You are stuck. You gotta move on.
How can I move on? How can you? Antoine swiped our AI engine to use in his dumb shooter.
Did he, Millie? Because honestly, I'm not so sure. Our game was complex and beautiful and interesting, and Free City, it may be popular, but it's so idiotic, it makes me want to cry.
Stop defending him and help me beat his ass.
Millie,
Come on, Keys, he stole from us.
Guy wakes up again and changes his shirt. I knew she had Wi-Fi at the house. Why even go to the coffee shop? Millie is about to break into the stash house, but Guy shows up.
Who are you?
Oh, okay. No, we ran into each other the other day. You were humming that great song.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were an NPC. How did you find me?
I waited outside by the murder train. Then I followed you.
Shit.
She sees the place is too heavily guarded and bails.
Should I come with you?
She brings him to her stash house, and I love this joke.
Turn around.
Okay.
We get more exposition with Millie saying Guy needs to be a higher level in order to help her.
Higher level?
Good Lord, Rook. See?
Oh.
That's mine. And that's yours.
Oh. What, is one the best or the worst?
There is literally nothing lower. You could rob a store, carjack someone, punch a pedestrian in the face. You'll figure it out.
He says he doesn't want to hurt people and that he could level up by doing good things.
I've got to admit, that is kind of refreshing. Sometimes forget not everyone you meet on here is a sociopathic man-child.
She says once he gets to over level 100, he can help her. So Guy sets off on the one-man crusade in a montage.
We're gonna need a montage. A sports training montage. Show a lot of things happening at once. Remind everyone of what's going on. And with every shot, show a little improvement.
While he's leveling up, the world takes notice of him, making him famous in the real world, calling him the Blue Shirt Guy.
I have 3 words for you. Blue Shirt Guy. BSG is leveling up and at a record pace by playing the hero.
Also, this montage has the one F word a PG-13 is allowed to have.
Good fucking morning, Goldie.
Not bad, but I kind of wish Buddy had that word. Speaking of Buddy, Guy gets to over level 100 and tries to tell Buddy that he should get a pair of sunglasses of his own because of how great his life has become.
We are in the middle of something. Quiet time. These puppies changed my life, and they're gonna change yours too.
I don't know why, but I love the fact that Buddy didn't do it. Instead, just turning around and laying down ashamed. It's actually kind of heartbreaking.
I can't, okay? I'm sorry.
Keys helps Millie break into the stash house, and she gets caught, and Guy shows up to help. In another pretty fun scene.
What are you doing here?
I was trying to steal a video clip, now we're trying not to die.
Who are you talking to?
Keys realizes Guy doesn't register as a player. Really? You didn't notice that when you were literally standing right in front of him?
Let's go.
Uh-huh. Captain Khakis, come here.
Go, let's go.
Come on, bud.
Closer.
There he is.
I'm gonna choose to accept that this time. Also, I love the references in the film because Guy breaks out the Mega Buster from Mega Man. Yeah, this is the part where I want to bring up another movie that tried something similar. Ready Player One. Free Guy told a better story and sprinkled in the fan service. Ready Player One was all fan service with less substance. This movie shows you can have things that make people go, "Oh, I recognize that," without sacrificing what actually makes people want to watch it again. Ready Player One isn't like that. Whenever I think about it, I just remember, oh yeah, they had Chucky and the Ninja Turtles and the Iron Giant. Free Guy did it better because it knew how to give you what you want and a good enough story to carry you on to the next pop culture reference. Ready Player One is nothing but pop culture references, and it's kind of exhausting. About 20 minutes into the film, you're sick of going, "Oh yeah, I recognize that," and you don't care anymore by the end battle. In the end battle of Free Guy, the references are earned because Guy had to learn his way through the game and leveled up, and it's 100% satisfying. Anyway, where were we? They escape, but unfortunately they don't get the clip they wanted. We're then introduced to the studio boss, Antoine, played by Taika Waititi, and he is just freaking awesome.
Good morning, sheeple! Oh, you are fired!
There is some concern with the bloody zombies. Retailers won't carry the game.
Now that it's out, never even happened next.
He loves Blue Shirt Guy because he's blowing up on social media saying they're going to put him in the sequel Free City 2.
Alright, nerds. We're gonna make some upgrades to Blue Shirt, alright? Roid him out. Make him a hitman or something.
Key suggests because the game is behind schedule that they instead make something original, and Antoine says what everyone at Disney says when people suggest something new.
Make it original? Why would I do that when I can make a sequel?
Millie and Guy go on a date, and they find out they both love bubblegum ice cream, and she still thinks he's a player even though she questions that he can actually taste it.
You can taste it.
Taste it? It's like my tongue at a baby with a sunrise.
They kiss, and Keys discovers the truth about Guy. He's an NPC, and that the game he and Millie created was used to make Free City.
You were right, our code, it is in Free City, and Millie, it works.
Yeah, I know, but we don't have proof. The issue.
Just forget about that. But the underlying code in the game is the same. Our code. And Guy, I mean, he has evolved way further than we thought was even possible.
Wait, are you talking about the hacker in the NPC skin?
Millie, I'm talking about the fact that Blue Shirt Guy is not a player.
Also, I love that he explains that almost every other NPC Guy has interacted with has done other things they aren't supposed to do.
One of the baristas learned how to make a cappuccino through trial and error. I mean, that's really difficult. I can't even do that. I can't even froth my own oat milk in the morning. And the bombshell character in the game wrote a memoir that's a searing indictment of gender roles, the patriarchy. And I mean, it's a little preachy in parts, but overall it's pretty good. I mean, Millie, we have to celebrate.
I like that it's just explained, but it's fun to think about the ripple effect he's had on other characters in the game.
Oh my God, if they see this.
What? What is it?
Antoine, what else? He's lying. He lied about using our code. He's been lying about the game being backwards compatible. I think he's lying about Free City 1.
What are you talking about?
Look.
They realize the release of Free City 2 will wipe out all the AI characters, so they need to find proof that their work was stolen.
If we can find our original build in the game, it'll prove that Antoine used our code without properly licensing it. We just have to find it before Free City 2 launches. We have 48 hours.
I've looked, Keys. You know I have.
I know you have. But now that we both know about Blue Shirt Guy, maybe he can help?
They decide telling Guy is the best course of action because he'll be more inclined to help if he knows the world's in danger.
But this city is a game.
He handles it about as well as can be expected.
Don't any of you get it? None of this matters. None of it. It's fake. We don't matter. That building, that's fake. This street, it's fake. That car.
He then heads to Buddy's house, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty good scene. It starts out funny, but damn it, does it get good.
What would you do if you found out that you weren't real?
What do you mean?
Pretend with me.
Okay, so, can I pretend I'm a ghost?
Realistically, Buddy does have a point.
Brother, I am sitting here with my best friend trying to help him get through a tough time, right? And even if I'm not real, this moment is. Right here, right now. This moment is real.
So Guy decides to take Buddy and get the clip Millie has been looking for.
I don't know. How do you hold this thing?
The stash house belongs to Channing Tatum, and my God, this scene is funny.
Holy shit! You're Blue Shirt Guy. It's you. Yeah. I love you. I mean, I'm like a fan. You're awesome. You can have anything you want.
I could literally watch these two for like 20 more minutes.
Mom! Mom! Are you serious with the vacuum right now? You really have to do that here? I'm saying my catchphrase. Everybody's watching. God!
You're 22 living in my house. There is no God.
And honestly, if Channing Tatum didn't dance in your movie, was he even in it?
Yes, you do.
The way you move, it's almost dirty.
What about a little Thanos glove? Do a little bit of Thanos. Snap.
Oh, that looks like it hurt.
Yeah, a little bit of...
Meanwhile, Free City 2 is about to launch in a few days, but people's love for Guy is bringing down pre-orders.
Thought you liked Blue Shirt.
Don't say words to me! People are so busy watching this loser on Twitch and YouTube. You know what they're not doing, guys? Buying Free City 2. Pre-sales are down 16%. 60, that's bad.
Keys tells him Guy isn't a player, and Antoine's so not shocked by the fact that his game has an actual artificially intelligent being in it, decides to reboot the server, resetting Guy back to normal.
If we reboot the server, then he's just going to revert back to a regular non-player Guy.
Solution.
While that's about to happen, Guy gives Millie a clip seeing a glitch proving her original game is the basis for Free City.
What is that? It's like all over the world over there. It's like some kind of paradise and shit.
Also, Guy says he recognizes the place in the glitch.
Millie? Millie?
But just when they learn that, the game gets rebooted, resetting Guy.
We're dark. Free City is offline.
Millie finds him, but he doesn't remember her.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Guy, can we talk?
How does a sunglass girl know your name?
I don't know. Keep walking.
Come on, Guy, you know me.
A reboot, it doesn't erase his AI coding. You literally would have to destroy the servers to do that.
His AI is still there. It just needs to be accessed.
True Love's first kiss or whatever gives him his memories back, making the last 5 minutes ridiculously pointless. Right, except Keys said this.
There's not a button for that.
So it makes sense that Guy can do it because he's not bound by buttons because he's an actual internal program in the game, but how did she get to... who cares? And we also see why he's been fiddling with his blinds because there's also a glitch there showing the proof they've been looking for all this time.
Antoine hid our original build past the horizon, making it invisible, but he forgot to scrub the reflections.
Afraid Antoine may retaliate, Guy summons all the NPCs to go on strike.
Aren't you sick of being shot at?
Oh, yeah.
Taken hostage?
No more.
Run over?
We done with that.
Robbed, stabbed, used as a human shield?
We are tired of being stabbed!
Officer John A!
Officer John A!
Buddy!
Sorry.
And people all over the world start realizing Guy is an NPC.
I don't know if this is just some whack Reddit theory, but some people are saying that Blue Shirt Guy isn't even a player, that he's actual AI.
Antoine realizes Millie is working with Guy and orders her to be booted from the game, but because they have to kill her in the game, they shut off respawning, meaning anyone who dies will be kicked out for good.
Are you telling me that it's go time?
Are you looking for some sort of banter thing because you think we're friends now and we're in some sort of gang together?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Cool, we're a team. Hey, we should come up with a catchphrase.
All right.
Okay, on 3.
1, 2,
3. Get back to work!
They manipulate the world to try to stop them, but Keys saves them, so in response to that, Antoine demands they boot every single player out of the game.
What the hell?
What's going on?
Then Keys gets caught, gets fired, but gets them away to the promised land, causing Antoine to release Blue Shirt Guy 2.0, who they say isn't ready yet, but Antoine insists, so they do it anyway.
Alright, let's all remember this moment before we were fired.
Oh!
Catchphrase.
And we get, again, another really fun scene. And, let's be honest, the funniest part of the movie.
What the shit?
Guy puts the glasses on the other guy, whose codename is Dude.
There you go.
And they make a break for the bridge.
Let's go!
Antoine has no other option but to destroy the servers before they can make it. Buddy isn't quite fast enough, and man, this hurt my feelings.
I've been scared my whole damn life. I'm not scared anymore.
Sorry.
I'm not. It's been the best day of my life. You get to that field.
Show we matter.
But Millie makes a deal with Antoine, saying he can have the profits if he turns over the original game and characters and lets them live.
You know that this is like the dumbest deal in the history of dumb deals, right? I mean, you're talking about giving up millions of dollars. Why would anyone do that?
Because Keys and I made something great.
Causing everyone to live in their game in peace. And thank God Buddy makes it.
Buddy? Oh my God, God! Buddy, I thought I'd lost you! You didn't! 1 minute I'm running on a crazy bridge to nowhere thinking about sweet Monday life is over. The next minute, I'm like in some type of flying in some like fairy dust, pixie dust, and then I plop down into this slice of heaven. Man, I love it here.
Oh yeah, and Keys and Millie get together or whatever. So that was Free Guy. Not a masterpiece, but a genuinely fun time. I remember not wanting to see it when it first came out, thinking it was just going to be another comedy where Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool again, like he does so often, but I was happy to be wrong. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth a watch, especially if you're a video game fan. It's the right amount of fun, action, comedy, and fan service. Also, if you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and if you want to donate, there's a way to do that in the comments.